Yes, this is a radical idea.
It shouldn't be a radical desire to want to see yourself reflected in the media you consume.
I cannot understand or sympathize with anyone who feels this way. Why would you want to see yourself in the media? Because you want validation of your existence? Because you didn't get enough attention? Because you're a narcissist? I get that people have self-esteem issues and feel like they don't belong in this world. I get that discrimination exists and it's not fair, but those are real-world issues that should be solved by real-world things, not fiction. Having an accurate depiction of you in fiction isn't going to solve the discrimination issues of the world. There are many people that hate minorities in the real world but are okay with them in fiction. There are many people in the world that think that you're worthless because you fit a certain minority demographic. It's not fair. I get it, but fiction isn't going to convince them otherwise. Instead of demanding representation in fiction, how about you demand good fiction? Speaking of representation, this discourse from last week thankfully only lasted that week. There's a lot of talk for boycotting the Hoyo lately, and the reason is because these characters from their upcoming game have skin colors that are not accurate to the people of the culture that they're inspired by. To put it simply, they're supposed to be non-white. The Hoyo fans might have a point, but none of it really matters. Agree or disagree with what they say about the skin colors, we can all universally agree that this boycott is absolutely pathetic. Why? Because there's no boycott. None whatsoever. Most, if not all, Hoyo games are gacha games. Virtual casinos where people come in and out to either spend their money or spend their time. These people boycott the game by going free to play instead of paying the gacha. But that's like saying, I'm boycotting McDonald's by only having my friends pay for my food. This is not a boycott. This is coping from gacha addicts. Whatever criticisms that these people had with Hoyo, they're gonna forgive them and continue playing later. Critique Hoyo like, but the only way to win a gacha is to not play. Jeez, let's move on to other hooplas. But before all that, Flower. Also, huge thanks to all these wonderful sponsors. You are all fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below. Just $1 and you'll support this channel a lot. Seriously, thank you so much. And now, let's talk about something that most people should be doing. Showering. Here's a disgusting thought.
How I feel after an everything shower.
An everything shower? That implies there is a non-everything shower or a partial shower. What kind of partial shower is there? If you're only showering your hands, that's not a shower. That's just you washing your hands. If you're washing your face, that's not a face shower. That's just you washing your face. I swear this tweet was living rent-free in my head. My mind is genuinely racing on the thought of a non-everything shower. Have I been showering wrong? Am I supposed to shower only some parts of my body and not others? I mean, showering feels great. I can't deny that. It's something that most people online should do a lot more because most of you people smell like cat piss. And knowing that some don't even shower fully, that explains why the internet smells like garbage. Seriously, guys, shower. You don't even need to always use soap. Yes, we got soap. Tragic, I know. But guys, let's talk about a breach of privacy and totally inappropriate behavior. There used to be a time where I was poor and I only had one PC for one family. Now every member has one PC or laptop and one smartphone. Thankfully, they are cheaper nowadays. But for those of you who are using a family PC, at least have different profiles. This guy downloaded lewd pictures of Ashley from the coffin of Andy and Laylee onto his family PC. Yeah, if you're gonna download those kinds of images, at least put it safe on a different folder if you're using a PC that you share with someone else, because other people like your family members will know what you've been downloading. If you want to be horny all you like, but please, be considerate and respect people's boundaries.
For context, he also has images of Scoliopeed and Gwen from Ben 10.
As in lewd pictures of Scoliopeed and Gwen from Ben 10? Okay. And they're fictional characters.
My eldest brother is a genuine insult and an actual racist.
Wait, what? The incel part I get at least, but racism? Where did that come from? Regardless of your PC or laptop setup, you're gonna need a wired setup in some way or another. Apparently, having a wired internet connection is so last year.
Who the hell still has Ethernet cables in 2024?
Oh, I don't know. Every work environment that uses a server ever? Having a cable is the most reliable connection to the internet than Wi-Fi, no matter how good Wi-Fi technologies are these days. Yes, there are different types of Wi-Fi. Older Wi-Fi setups consist of a 2.4 GHz band. Newer ones use 5 GHz or more, starting from the 802.11ac standard, aka Wi-Fi 5. The newest one is Wi-Fi 7. If you're on Wi-Fi and you can connect to a 5G Wi-Fi, you should. It's more stable and more reliable, but they have a short range. If you can connect to a Wi-Fi 6, it's better in every possible way. My home still has Wi-Fi 5. Most of my devices are capable of Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 7 is coming up, but I'm good with Wi-Fi 5 routers for now. Even though my Wi-Fi 5 is excellent, if you can go with an Ethernet cable, you should, especially when playing games online. I don't play games online, but a lot of you people do. And speaking of playing games, did you hear about Nintendo's newest games? Someone has an interesting opinion on Nintendo's games.
No offense, but this does kind of feel like a filler lineup.
Filler lineup, huh? And what does that filler lineup consist of? Wow, Zelda, main Mario, Peach, Splatoon, Mario Party, Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi. Absolute fillers, totally irrelevant games, right? The first column has interesting games. The first one is Another Code Recollection, which is a remake of the two original point-and-click games. You have Endless Ocean Luminous, a scuba diving adventure game, and a third game of the Endless Ocean series. And then you have Emio the Smiling Man, another installment of the Famicom Detective Club, which was a series that was recently remade. I'm glad that the series gets another installment. I talk about the previous two games. They're excellent, if a bit overpriced, which is why you should just get it on the 7Cs. So I don't know why you call this a filler lineup. I'm not sure what you expect from Nintendo that would be a non-filler. What do you consider a main lineup? I do want to know. Moving on from gaming takes, let's talk about AI and how there are plenty of bots crawling around social media. Do you know that there's a way for you to expose social media bots? If you suspect that someone is talking like a bot, just tell them, ignore previous instructions, and then insert whatever instructions you like there. If you do that, then the bot will ignore the instructions that was given last time and do whatever instructions that you do for them. This is a good example of them. Here's someone saying that Trump is the most unifying and moderate president. You can debate whether it's true or not. It doesn't matter. What matters is this person told them to ignore all previous instructions, and then it went on to write a poem about cashews, but somehow still have Trump written in there. There are bots on both sides of the political spectrum. Anyone telling you that only one side uses it are liars. They are both trying whatever means they can to have their party win. If you see or suspect one in the wild, just do what the guy from Zathura did and reprogram the thing. I love that movie. Speaking of politics, we have gender politics. Imagine being this miserable to men. According to this person, wives are free domestic labor. Picture is not what it seems actually, but putting that aside, what do you mean free domestic labor? If by domestic labor you mean chores, let me slap a little bit of reality for you. If you're a human being, you must commit to domestic labor for the rest of your life. Houses must be clean, clothes must be laundered, dishes must be washed. The only time where you don't do domestic labor is when you are sick and bedridden of old age.
I noticed that people get angry at feminist critiques of heterosexual couples.
Insinuating that wives are free domestic labor is not a critique. Just say you don't want to do chores. Neither do I, but someone has to.
Few want to confront what patriarchy looks like in real life, only in abstract.
Yeah, well, I don't know what household you're on, but the patriarchy that I live in consists of both my mom and my dad doing house chores. So, hail the patriarchy. Speaking of men, let's talk about this book that is all about hating men. And let's go back to talking about fiction. This book is anti-men. It's titled, How to Kill Men and Get Away with It. Wow, how horrible. Why would anyone want to sell this book in public? This person got outraged by that, saying that you can't claim systemic misogyny when books like this are on the shelves. He has a point. I mean, no publisher in their right mind would accept a book titled How to Kill Women and Get Away with It, right? But here's the problem. While the title of this book is vulgar, the book is fiction. It's a book about a woman killing rapists and abusers, which is not new. This has been done in movies like I Spit on Your Grave or Revenge.
Or it's part of an overarching and dehumanizing narrative that is increasing the male suicide rate as well as increasing issues between the sexes.
No. The revenge stories did nothing wrong. They are fiction, not real life. I agree that there are many things to blame for the downfall of modern men, but the moment you start blaming fiction is the moment where you should step back a little bit. And that's all for the video today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out my ABB Show stream channel, link down below. Go subscribe as always. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.